Hello and welcome to another webinar all about pathway programs. Hi, I'm Afsana from UK Bright Education. I'm the co-founder for the company where the whole purpose of being here is to help international students to get a university admission in the UK, whether it's for bachelor's or for master's. In particular, during this series, we'll be talking to you about bachelor's. So you've seen the thumbnail, so I'm just going straight into it. Basically, the whole point of this webinar is to make sure you understand whether you're a parent or whether you're a student who've just finished secondary school, high school, or you're a parent you're about to send one of your children off to study a foundation in the UK. How will that benefit the student? You really need to know what's the point. Why can't they go to direct bachelor's? So that's what it is. So you'll get a clear understanding of how pathway programs can bridge the gap between the current qualifications and that of gaining admission to a UK university. That's the whole point of today's live. Now, I've got some prompts, that's why I'm looking at the side, but I'm focusing on you, so don't worry. If my voice is a bit croaky, it's because I've just been suffering from a bit of a flu and I've just about got my voice. So I thought, no, I've got to do this. I'm going to do my 2 webinars a week on foundation, so that's why I'm here. So Bismillah. Right, so first of all, just as a quick reminder, FYI, what do you mean by foundation programs? In case you have no idea what we're talking about, it's either known as foundation, also known as International Year, International Study Year, International Year 1, International Year 2. There's a variety of names. Okay, so that's what it is. So, how do they work? Basically, these are for international students who are unable to get admission direct to bachelor's. Okay, if you have, let's say, high school qualification and you don't have enough, if you don't have the ability or the academic requirement to actually go to bachelor's direct, then the international year, the foundation year, is for you. It's not a waste of time, and that's the whole point. I thought I'd spend a bit of time on this because you need to understand what you're spending your money on. It's quite important. Money doesn't grow on trees. Time is valuable. It does extend your visa by an extra year on top of your bachelor's. So it is very important for you to know what your child or what you are getting yourself into. So that's the plan. So the whole point of this is this. Why choose a pathway program? Like I said, is to bridge the gap. Now I'm going to give you a bit of a story. I hope you guys are patient enough for a story. So let me give it to you anyway. Basically, long story. No, it's not. I'm joking. Basically, what it is that I started teaching in 2003, long, long time ago. And I had the privilege and the honor to actually teach at a school for my placement years and following consecutive years after qualification at an international college. And guess what? Majority of them were from West Africa. Some were from Far East Asia. Very few were from Southeast Asia, but there were some Chinese students. Majority were Nigerian students who wanted to become footballers. This is 2003, long, long time ago. So at that time, I kind of knew why foundations existed. So I was the foundation teacher for these international students. When they came to the UK, when they settled into the UK, their learning style was super, super different to that to the UK. Because I'm born and brought up in the UK, I'm a product of a British education. We know that academic critical thinking, independent thinking, thinking for yourself, not rote learning, those are things that we don't really spoon feed to our students in the UK. But in other parts of the world, there's the learning system, the teaching and learning system is quite different. So, the foundation program, like I said before, it's going to be a theme going on here. It is actually a bridge between your current education and that of your bachelor's. Now, if you might be a bit impatient, thinking, hold on, why should my child do a foundation? Okay, I hear your point. You can do. Many universities in the UK, they'll accept an OND, Ordinary National Diploma, for Bachelor's Direct. I'm a direct partner for De Montfort University. They are more than happy to accept OND, Ordinary National Diploma, for direct bachelor's. If you have WIAC or NECO, that will not allow you to get admission for bachelor's. So you need to do the foundation or the international year to begin with. Right, now I'm going to share my screen with you because now you need to know what is this foundation, what's going on, what's inside it, how will it benefit my child or myself. So here we go. So I'm going to try to share my screen. I haven't done this before for a long time, so let's do that right now. Let's see. So this is my entire screen. You'll be able to see. Okay, and I think you can see my whole screen. So I'm going to do this. Or you don't want to see me completely. Right, so just to give you an idea, for example, if you go to International Year 1 for Engineering and Computing, what on earth will your child be studying? What will be the studying? You need to know what's going on, right? And how so basically what I'm trying to say is the academic team at these pathway programs at these colleges, remember I'm talking about 7 to 8 different places where you can get a foundation admission through UK Bright Education. I'll talk about them later. But what do the academics want your child to learn in order to progress onto a bachelor? And this is just a sample. I've selected two for you, two different centers. If you want different subjects, if you want me to go through this with you, I'm more than happy to do that during consultation, not a problem. That's why we're here. We're happy to share with you the web links if that helps. That's the whole point. So let's say, for example, your child wants to go to engineering or computing as a bachelor's. They need to do a foundation first. These are the units that they got to do. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Let me know if you can. It's all subject specific. Remember, we're not wasting your money. It's all relevant and related for your child's success so they can smoothly transition and progress onto the bachelor's. For example, we have engineering maths. Okay, it's compulsory if you're an engineering pathway. If you're not in engineering, let's say computing thread, it's not compulsory for you. I can expand these, but I just want to give you an idea. This is compulsory for computing. You need to learn about CAD, so principles of engineering design and manufacture utilizing CAD, computer aided design. Can you see? Have you done this at high school? I don't think so. So we are stepping into the realm of university, but it's like an easy, soft landing. For engineering students, electrical and electronic principles. So we're going back to physics, making sure your background and foundation is top notch. For engineering, mechanical, you know how it is. Maths was created for physics. So you need to know about mechanical engineering, mechanical maths, very important. This is compulsory for computing related students, database management and reporting, very important. They need to know, are you familiar with the languages? Are you familiar with databases and how to manage them before you start the degree? Information systems development, very important. And visual web development. Okay, it's compulsory, so we need to know. Again, if you want me to go into each, it actually tells you exactly what's going on. So just to give you an idea for visual web development, it says this module introduces the fundamentals of programming. Can you see which program do you know or which one don't you know? Is it Python? Is it C+? Is it Visual Basic? What do you know? So they need you to have some basic knowledge before you start the degree. It says no previous knowledge is assumed. They don't assume anything. The whole point is for you to have sufficiently detailed and general background in programming. That way you can develop your skills for future modules in your degree. It says if they choose to move away from programming, you still can do if you don't like programming, if it's not your thing. But you need to be able to appreciate the importance of programming for this particular kind of career. And that's just for programming. Does that make sense? Just going to give you another idea for, let's say, a business point of view. For example, your child or you want to study a bachelor's in business and you're doing a foundation before that. So, what kind of things will you be taught in business in the foundation? I've just got this web page ready for you. And it's pretty nice actually. Compulsory units, maths, data analysis. I can't speak today. Data analysis and statistics, very important. If maths is your thing, good. If maths isn't your thing, all the pathway programs, the academics are there to help and support you so you know how to do it at the end of the course. That's the whole point. You need to pass the pathway program before you go to the bachelor's. So we're preparing you. Introduction to business studies, that's good. Introduction to microeconomics and macroeconomics. So you've got two types of economics, micro and macro. And this is just for one pathway program. Let me tell you which one it is. It's for University of Kent, which we're doing a promotion for right now. Very cheap. If you do want your child to come for January, the deadline's actually tomorrow. I've actually submitted an application today. But they said Afsana, time is ticking. So let me know if you can't make it for January. We've got another intake in April, then June, then September, I believe, for different pathway colleges. So that's for business. Now, how does that sound? Let me see if there's any comments at all. No, there isn't. Okay, right. So that's fine. Right. So basically, why that's all I wanted to really tell you. So I just want to reiterate, if you would like to start your child to get a foundation admission or international year admission, all you need to do is to DM us direct. If you want, what you could do, let's just have a consultation call. Okay, I am doing a series of videos just to help you, stepping stones, just to digest the information, just in small bites. Well, they're not really small, it's like 11 minutes into the video. But the whole point is to emphasize that the foundation program is for you to help you fill up the academic gap between your current qualification and current achievements and what we'd like you to do for bachelor's direct. Then we would highly recommend you do a foundation or international year followed by bachelor's. That's the plan. Right. The success rates for pathway programs is very, very high. The universities or the pathway colleges, they do really go out of their way to helping you to succeed. Why? Because that's a good reflection on them and they really want you to succeed. Because you've spent that time and that money, invested it into the pathway program, it's in everybody's best interest, the teachers, the academics, the head of center, for you to know where you are. And we want to prepare you to pass. We want to prepare you to excel, not just to pass. I beg your pardon, to actually excel. Okay. If that helps you, do DM us. We're here just for you for foundation programs leading to bachelor's. Studying in the UK is a fantastic study destination. Let us know and DM us if you'd like further information. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.